Hey YouTube, welcome back to KG Constrictors. Today we're just going to do a short little video on how to sex a baby boa. There is a lot of different ways to do this. Some people will do the popping method, which is where you roll your thumb back from the end of the tail towards the vent and then expressing the hemipenes in a male. You can also use a probing kit and you carefully insert that into the cloaca and down towards the tail, and depending on how many scale lengths it goes down, if it's a male, it'll go down further because the hemipenes need a bigger area in which to rest. They kind of rest like this. Whereas a female obviously doesn't have hemipenes, so the tail would be shorter. I prefer, especially on the babies, I mean, this is perfect for babies. You couldn't do it for an adult, but for a baby, because they're small, they don't have as much muscle control. This is how I do it. You basically kind of turn the animal upside down, and you, from the cloaca back towards the tail, you kind of run your thumb, boom, and you'll feel the little bumps, little speed bumps in there. Those will be the hemipenes. Very easy to do on a baby because a baby doesn't have a lot of muscle down there, whereas a big adult snake, no way. So I do this multiple times. So far I've never been wrong yet. Over the years I've never missexed a baby and shipped it off to somebody. I believe I've been pretty spot on. Once again, when they're this small, it's very hard to not feel the hemipenes in a male. We're going to go ahead and show it in a closer angle in just a moment here. And yeah, I mean, there's, as a breeder, it's very important to make sure that all my babies are sexed properly. Anybody who purchases a snake, whether it's a ball python or a colubrid, or a boa constrictor, what have you. You want to make sure, obviously, that you get the sex that you're buying, because especially if you're doing a breeding project, the last thing you want to do is end up getting a male and finding out, 2 or 3 years later that it's a boy or a girl or vice versa, So very important. And while most breeders are pretty good at doing this, I always advise people to double check. Even when I ship a baby out, I'm not offended if somebody wants to probe it or have it double checked just to make sure. But anyway, I think this is a really good way to do it, and especially with young snakes, it's pretty foolproof. Very, very easy, and it's non-invasive. The popping kind of makes me a little nervous because you're popping these little hemipenes out, and I just, the parts are pretty delicate when they're that small. I get a little nervous. So all right, let's go ahead and we'll watch this one more time and see if you guys can do it at home. Follow along. This is a male. This guy is a hypo, 100% het blood. He came out of the litter from April 30th. Not a visual jungle, not a visual blood. Not a visual motley. So once again, there's the cloaca. I just kind of run my thumb back. And then I can feel the hemipenes kind of underneath my thumb. Your thumb just kind of goes and just kind of bumps over them. Very easy to feel. Doesn't hurt the animal. Don't push down with a crazy amount of strength. But just a little light pressure. And there you go. You can feel them in there. If this was a female, the tail would probably be like that short. There tends to be a lot less between the end of the tail and the start of the cloaca with a female. So this is in fact a male, and that's how I sex the boas. Lots of people do this method, and I honestly think it's the safest method, and it's, like I said, it's pretty darn accurate. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this video. It's just a way that I do it. I've always done it this way, and it's always been an easy, reliable way to do it, and I don't think it hurts the snake any. So, all right. Well, thanks a lot for checking in. We'll have more videos to come, and have yourself a great day.